Hi, this is my repost of my 6 attributes of adult learning for INTC 5410. My name is Stacy Suydam. My first attribute map was for need to know. I used Canva for this, I believe. I think need to know is an attribute of all learners, not just adult learners. It's important to know, why am I doing this? Is it worth my time? Is what's in it for me? I think I use that even with teaching the youngest children. If they know why they need to know it, it's much easier to actually absorb the knowledge. But for adults, especially, our time is so limited. We need to know, will I be able to use this in my current situation? Will it help me reach my goals? The next map was self-concept. This one I used Google Drawings for. Um, I didn't like the layering on the map, and the visual was a little blurry, but I would try it again. Self-concept is something that adults have going for them because they are more self-motivated. They're independent in their learning. They know that they need to get this done in order to reach a goal, whereas younger students need constant motivation to achieve their learning goals. Adult learners with their self-concept, they prefer to direct their own learning and do it on their own time, with their own characteristics. So this is where the facilitator comes in rather than the instructor. For map 3, for experience, adults have a lot of background knowledge. They have a lot of experience. Sometimes they go into learning thinking, hey, I already know all of this. So that can stop them from being open-minded to new learning. But that can also, I've been down this way before. I know the way to get there. So making mistakes is how we learn. So if you've made a lot of mistakes, it helps you learn the way to get somewhere. Because adult learners have experience, they can help other people around them. And each adult learner is different. Some of us need to work early in the morning or late at night because we have other responsibilities. Everyone's instructional needs are different. Their experience makes them different from other learners. Readiness. I think this is one of the most important aspects of an adult learner. Am I ready to do this now at this point in my life? What makes me different now than 5 years from now or 5 years ago? Right now, I'm ready. I'm ready to learn this because it's important currently. And I'm also mature enough to know how important this is, so I'm not going to fool around. I want to get this done because I've decided I'm ready now. I need this to help me move forward in my career. And I've decided that I'm ready, or most adult learners decide, because I can now balance my personal life, my financial needs, and my career in order to achieve this next goal. My 5th map for orientation, I used Poplet for the first time. I had never used it before. It was fun to play with. I really like the app itself because it's something that you can use in real time in like a brainstorming situation. I liked the little poplets adding up. It was really simple to use. Not my favorite map, but I learned something new about this. Adult learners have a need to know why they're learning something and when it can be applied. We have a need for immediacy in our learning. It needs to be relevant to our current situation. Young students learn things and are perfectly comfortable with delayed application of that learning. I might learn something and math that I may not need until, 3 years later, 5 years later. But adults, we need immediacy. We need to know, okay, I'm going to be able to use this in my current situation. And the last map, motivation. We all have different reasons that motivate us. Children tend to be motivated extrinsically. They have stickers, parent approval, grades, things like that. Adults tend to be more intrinsically rewarded, self-esteem, job satisfaction, reaching a goal, and, of course, financial growth, all reasons that motivate adult learners. Those are my 6 maps. Thank you for watching. Happy holidays, everybody.